Hello YouTube, Raw Life back again with volume 13 of Grand Lethal, my Zidane saga. This time we are taking on the Kadaj Lost chapter with Fania Plus, Mother Fixation against these damn camels. Zidane, green, of course, joined by Ace, BT but not green, and Garnet with her newish LD. This is a little bit more of a flexible, if not easier fight than we've had recently. A lot more options, but I really enjoyed this squad. It worked out really well, and I love using Zidane and Dagger together, obviously. I'm probably playing Garnet wrong, but I just keep her in Thunder stance pretty much all the time, and use her follow-ups from Arc, and she hits pretty hard for support on her off turns. It appears that I just was sitting here doing nothing for an extended period of time. I'm not sure why, but eventually we used Jackpot with Ace. This fight, they don't cleanse debuffs as often as they did last time. I think it was every 10%. This time they only cleanse debuff at 50%. So there's only one debuff cleanse in the fight. They do a little bit of an annoying thing, which is recast gauge fills every time they get to one of the the main thresholds, 79, 49, 29, whatever. So they're recast gauge fills, and that's like a one-shot kill unless you have some serious mitigation. That recast will kill somebody. So we went ahead and bursted early. I did a no boss turn run here. The orb is pretty easily checked between Garnet and Ace. It's a +2 for follow-ups or counters or whatever, and then +6 for preemptive attacks. So Core and Maria, I believe, are the only two who can hit that. But we went ahead and bursted here because I want to get the BTA effect up early and a nice little chunk of damage. Also, these guys get a lot tankier, it feels like. I don't know personally what the facts are, but they get much more heavy, harder to hit later in the fight. So I went ahead and got the BT phase out of the way. Once I got I don't know if you noticed that Kate Sith LD call. I love throwing that on before Zidane's burst phases. It has been very nice. I enjoy that. But the majority of this fight, we are just trying to keep these guys pretty far away from us because we don't want them to move. They're going to have their recast up the whole fight. Zidane has enough deletes to do that because these guys are delay immune. I guess Kistis can ignore that. I've seen some cool Kistis clears, but without Kistis, there is no delaying them. You have to just break delay and delete if you want to no-turn them. I already got them down to 66%, as you see here. 50%, they will cleanse all of their debuffs, and so we saved our real meaty debuffs for the second half of this fight. Our friend unit is also Ace, actually, and you'll see how I work with that. Pretty much just swap Ace out for another Ace, so I can just keep pounding him with his traps, keep his traps up, non-stop, checking the orb every single turn. It's very nice. 58% each. Zidane is actually pretty good here, especially if you're doing a no-balls turn run. I haven't seen a lot of Zidane clears, but probably more than normal. More than Divine Shiva, that's for sure. Shout out Keeper of Record, Leviax, Indolent Lard for some Zidane runs on Divine Shiva. Those are the only ones I saw, I think. Amen may have done one, but keeping Zidane alive. Surely more people will use him here. He's not bad here at all. We're down to 53%. They're about to lose or cleanse all their debuffs. As you can see, kind of trying to push them across at the same time so I can go ahead and throw on more debuff calls for the second half of the fight, the home stretch really of the fight. Didn't do it. Got B first. A still needs to be cleansed, so go ahead and push him below. The whole card debuff from Ace, it's nice to have that up at 50% because when they cleanse their debuffs, the whole card will change into that blind stud turn or whatever. And then we can start going to town. As you see, refilling their debuff slots, throwing on Gabranth call for Zidane. I think we're going to throw on a couple others. Maybe I already did it. I can't even tell. Who knows? I have to rewind. Now here's the Jack call. Didn't bring Kurosame call. Probably would have been a lot better here, but I don't know. Jack is still broken, so we're happy to use him. We're at 46 and 47%. I did bring in the friend Ace here and started with his burst finisher. Yeah, I think the move is to use his LD first to get his stacks up and then use the burst finisher. Actually pretty positive, but it's not what we did, and we still made it work, so fuck it. You know, we do what we do. There is a TC challenge for this. Probably going to do an entry for that because this is more of a fun fight. Allows some creativity in your run. So all you do is no BT plus in the main party, and don't use the BT plus, and no synergy. So this actually, if Zidane wasn't green, this would have been a TC challenge, I guess. But he is green because he's the best. Anyway, let's smash these guys. At this point, all we're doing is trying to dump as much damage on them as possible, using Zidane to keep them deleted, keep them away from us. We don't want that recast to go off even once. His special HP plus, if you notice, I'll use it here in a little bit, but it is all HP plus solution 9. It is a turn delete as well, but you have to break, and it just gives them, you know, like a couple K brave to, and you break it, and that'll delete them. A couple of my runs, not getting proper support, he was not even breaking on his special HP plus. So these guys, I believe, are pretty tanky, as long as you got, you know, good supports or some good debuffs on them, beefy debuffs. You'll be fine, but Lufania plus be like that sometimes. You see Garnet, the follow-ups are just, it comes every 6 actions or something, and it's just really nice. AoE damage, like a full HP dump every time. You add to that the constant ace traps, and it's just really nice. We saved the summon. There's that HP plus I was talking about. It's a nice pocket delete between uses of his LD. I love that. But anyway, we saved the summon here because we don't want them to move at all, as I've said. And so if it gets a little hairy, a little close to them being able to move, kind of like right here, I was able to delete B, but you know, A is still about to move. We want to pop that summon at the last second and kind of keep him pushed off of us. You see here, I'm going to spam Zidane's AA, and it actually proved to be very helpful. He loses some of his buffs because I'm an idiot, but I get him right back. But spamming this and getting the follow-ups, not only one from Garnet, but Ace on every turn. And you see there, I did lose my buffs. But pumping that damage a little bit more and making the most of the friend Ace, that was nice. Getting some damage in before we summon, so we can just finish them off with the summon. huge brain strats only on this channel, as you know. My ace comes back in. Friend ace is gone. We summon, and now it's time to finish these guys off. It just feels a little tanky to me anyway. Here at the end, a little bit of a slog. Luckily, we saved our summon, and we've got a lot of skill uses left on everyone, of course, to just push us over the finish line. But 8% and 4%, 1 turn left in the summon. It is a little tricky here. Garnet does have last stand, so technically if we want to let B move once, should be fine, because B is targeting Garnet, so she would tank that. I don't think it's a double tap, but we don't want to find out. We're just going to finish them off. 1% and 5%. I want to kill them both at the same time because, as per usual, I do not know if they enrage. So, DFFOO has taught me to just kind of kill everybody close together as possible to avoid that enrage mechanic. I don't think they have one. Yeah, they don't have one, but didn't know that yet. 3%. He's about to move in 2 turns. Even if he moves, he is aiming at Dagger or Garnet. Sorry. So it should be fine, but let's just go ahead and finish this fight off. And that is Grand Lethal, Volume 13. Zidane Saga going strong. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. If you haven't watched the live stream on Mondays, you're missing out. Join us, Twitch. I'll put the link in the description. Bartanian, Zoey, and I have a good time. We act a fool. It's a clown fiesta. Come hang out. Mondays, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, this video, all that. Thank you.